From Group 21, my name is Afra.
My name is Vania.
My name is Jasmine.
My name is Khoer. We are from Faculty of Psychology, Pajajaran University.
Now we are going to explain about the comparison of moral reasoning between Indonesia and Netherlands through the students of Maastricht at Pajajaran University.
So stay tuned and
Keep on watching!
The goal of this assignment is to give us an opportunity to experience working in distributed multicultural teams on a joint project with students from another country, and also to make comparison of moral reasoning between Netherlands and Indonesia through the students of Maastricht and Pajajaran University.
What is moral reasoning? Moral reasoning is described as conscious mental activity that consists of transforming given information about people in order to reach a moral judgment and solve many moral dilemmas.
Now we want to bring up one of the vital issues in society. That is premarital pregnancy. Premarital pregnancy is women who get pregnant before marriage. First, this is our opinions from the student of Maastricht University.
Hello. So on the topic of premarital pregnancy, I think what's important to keep in mind in Western societies is that there is no straightforward answer and that people here really have very different opinions on it and differently towards it. In general, though, I would say that people are quite accepting of it. When you do get pregnant, you have many options here. Abortion is legal in most countries, and you have healthcare centers that will help you. You have adoption centers if you decide to not keep your baby, and just many support systems which are implemented for mothers that are unsure of whether they want to carry through with their pregnancy. In terms of social judgment, I would say that it is not common for people to get judged unless it would be a girl at a very young age. Then you would judge her, but not for having sex before marriage, but rather because you would say that she was not using protection correctly and things like that. So yeah, that's how I would personally say the Western society perceives it.
I will give my opinion on premarital pregnancy. So to me, I think people do what they want and that's their own choice. I won't have to assume that after, so I'm no one to give a judgment on that. However, some people are very judging that. I think it's mostly the adults or the older generation that are saying that it's very dumb to do that before marriage and it's too young. But yeah, and also if it's an accident, we have quite some alternatives like abortion, and I think we have a good system for that. Like, we are aware of what we can do if it's happened before marriage or when you are young. And yeah, that's all for me.
I'm going to tell you some things about cultural stereotypes that are occurring in Germany about premarital pregnancy. So in general, for me as a man, it is hard to talk about. I personally do not have any stereotypes towards people that are pregnant before marriage. In my opinion, if they do it as a decision, it is their own decision and I'm not in a position to question this. And if it happens accidentally, I don't think that it is a bad thing in any way. The people can still decide if they want to have the kid, in Germany at least, or if they don't want it. Still, stereotypes in general, there are some stereotypes, I guess. I think that especially when you're really young, when you get pregnant before being married, that people will talk in a badly manner about you. So they will probably say things like, the person should have just used protection. It was really dumb by the person to get pregnant, although it isn't always a decision, obviously. And yeah, I think maybe the people surrounding you will look at you in a bad way or something like that. Still, I think most of the families in Germany are supportive towards cases like this, and also the structural system is also really supportive with centers, healthcare centers or whatever that support when you are pregnant before the marriage. So I guess you don't have to worry in terms of that nobody will support you, that your family will not support you, and all in all, I guess it is mostly accepted in Germany, widely accepted.
Now, this is our opinion from the student of Pajajaran University.
Hello, my name is Vania and I'm going to tell you our opinion about premarital pregnancy in Indonesia. So in Indonesia, premarital sex and premarital pregnancy is considered taboo. Many traditions, customs, laws, and all religions prohibited premarital sex that can lead to premarital pregnancy. Because our country upholds religion, laws, and customs, in general we consider it as something wrong. It is a mistake. In the worst case, women who get pregnant before marriage by doing adultery or even by like accident, like rape, for example, they get shunned by their families and their societies. In our opinion, getting shunned like that, it is still something wrong, even though that in our traditions or in our religions that is a mistake, but we shouldn't shun the victim, the women who get pregnant. We must still give them support and embrace them and don't kick them out from societies.
Hello, so I want to explain my opinion about premarital pregnancy. First, if they do have sex before marriage, it was a totally big mistake because in my religion it is not allowed to do that, and it is not allowed because it was regulated in the laws of our country. And when they get pregnant and they want to do the abortion, it is not allowed to do the abortion in our country if it not for medical or health purposes. But in my opinion, if they get pregnant before marriage, it was I know it was a totally big mistake, but we have to give them some social support and by not judging them. Especially we are a psychology student and we must understand their situation too.
Hello, my name is Soer. I will tell you my opinion about premarital pregnancy. I think premarital pregnancy is something that isn't allowed to do in the perspective of religion or law. In Indonesia, this is something taboo because the majority of the dominant religion forbids premarital pregnancy. When we were talking about it, the couple must be having sex before marriage, which is really forbidden in Indonesia. Not only from the perspective of law, it is also going to be seen as something horrible in the society from the people around. They wouldn't want to know why you're getting premarital pregnancy, whether it's happened purposely or by accident because of being raped. All they know is you are doing something that you actually should not, and it's wrong. As psychological student, we can just judge them straight away. What we should do is giving them social support because we don't know the real reason behind it. The most important thing is because everything has already happened. What they need the most in the meantime is social support.
My opinion, having sex before marriage violates Islamic law and state law. In Article 417, Paragraph 1 of the Criminal Code Bill, every person who has intimate relation with a person who is not his husband or wife is convicted of adultery with a minimum sentence of imprisonment of 1 year or a second category fine. And when they are already doing it and they are pregnant, we as a psychology student should not judge them with insult. Give them understanding not to do it again in a good way, and don't make them stress and think about aborting their children.
The main reason of the difference is cultural differences. Based on the summary of our opinion from the Netherlands student, say that the Netherlands society is more liberal and they are more concerned with themselves and their responsibilities and not mind about the others. Unlike us, Indonesian society, who upholds norm and religion, so that some of our law are also sourced from accepting norms.
So that's all about the explanations of our discussion.
We hope that all the information are useful for you and
Bye!